more than ever before. The trouble is how to find it, how to use it. What's the prognosis?
Well, the problem, of course, is that we are being overrun with data, and it is very difficult to manage, very difficult to keep, very difficult to find the relevant bits of what we need. We're a little bit like children at a toy store in which we're picking up all the great new technologies, but we really have no idea in terms of how they all fit together and what to do with it. We're very immature in that respect. However, we are able to do some things with it, and what we're seeing right now at an early stage is quite impressive. So we're seeing that businesses are able to, for example, throw sensors onto pieces of machinery. Now this is very useful to know that the machine is functioning and different aspects about it, but that's just the very beginning. What you can really do is find out about its different patterns in its usage cycle. You can use it more efficiently through energy consumption, etc. Over time, however, something special happens when you watch how lots of different pieces of machinery interact. You realize that when breakdowns happen, they don't happen all of a sudden. That only happens when we're, say, driving the car or when we learn about it. But prior to a breakdown, the machine itself is giving off a signal that there's something going wrong. Maybe there's a vibration, or there's a noise, or there's more heat being generated. Now, in the past, we could never measure that, and so as a result, it was simply lost to the sands of time, and all we knew is that our engine went kaput and we were 20 miles from the gas station. On the other hand, what we can do now is monitor it, watch it, have smart algorithms based on a lot of previous data tell us if something is going wrong before it goes wrong, and we can drive our car in to have some ordinary maintenance to take care of the problem before it breaks down, so we can actually predict the breakdown. That's the sort of thing that is happening, and why we're at a very special stage with all of the data that we're collecting, that if we can harvest it well and learn from it, it tells us things, and we can improve our lives, improve society. Make a note of it. By doing that, Google now has one of the world's best spell checks. Now, this is not so much a product, but a way of thinking, a philosophy for computer science called machine learning. The idea is that in the past we used to have to, we being society, computer scientists, had to explicitly program a computer to do something that we wanted. So for example, if we wanted to translate things, we would tell the computer, here is a French dictionary and a French-English dictionary, here are how the two words are, and now I'm going to teach you grammar. This is what a subject looks like, this is what a verb looks like, here's how you conjugate it, here's what tenses are, oh, and here are all the exceptions to the rules. However, the model can flip around. If you have enough data, all you want to do is turn the problem into a math problem, into a question of probability, of computation. So you're simply saying, computer, you make an inference. What is the most appropriate word to go in this language that goes along with the one in this language? And as your test data, if you will, the data set with which you learned, I'm going to feed you billions of pages of the exact same translation of documents that I was able to get from the internet. That's the sort of thing that we have. In the past, you couldn't do that because you didn't have enough information. But now that you have, for example, if you're Google, and the Google does have this product, all of the translations of the European Union of all of their documents, plus you have all of the books that they've been scanning that include translations that have been done very well by people, suddenly you have enough data that the machine can learn fairly well. And that's the stage that we're at. And imposed it on the automobile manufacturers because they saw the data. They said, it saves lives. There's just no question otherwise. And I think we're going to have a similar sort of assessment by actuaries in an informational environment, because the world right now is watching a tidal wave form far out in the distance, and that tidal wave is big data. It's information. It is going to sweep over society. Everything is going to change as the water spills through everything that we do throughout society. We can only see it today. In the future, we haven't been struck by it. The sciences are already dealing with this. Some places, like in the internet, when pockets of it, we're seeing big data take hold, like in Google. But it's going to happen everywhere. And it's going to be a very exciting moment as so much gets changed, but it's also going to require our vigilance because it's not going to be easy.
Ken, thank you very much.